happening tonight?
It's going to start with Mitch White. He's been here. We flew him out early to kind of stay out of altitude and get ready for a start. So we've got to pitch well. We've got to catch a baseball, and hopefully with what we did last night, it carries over into tonight. So Joe's a heck of a pitcher. You have a lot of respect for him. Seen him a lot. Having a fantastic first half. So it seems like every night we got our hands full, but we're going to have to go out there and put some innings together and win a ball game.
That's going to be a key for the offense to do just that for Joe.
Joe's even mix. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. He doesn't give in. It's 35% fastball, and he mixes and matches, and you just got to kind of stay the big part of the field, and swing at strikes and try to take balls and build innings. But great competitor, really good pitcher.
And just in general, what have you seen from the guys today? How are they feeling?
Making my rounds, I saw a couple of bullpens today, Tyler Anderson and Clayton. As far as the position players, they're just kind of going through their regimen, getting ready for a game. But no hitting obviously on the field, just to kind of give guys an opportunity to rest and recover. But my feeling is that we're in a good spot.
You saw Mookie doing some stuff on the field, including throwing. How did he feel coming out of that?
Mookie just had a conversation. He came out of it well. Took batting practice from one of our coaches. He's going to do the velocity machine tomorrow. Played catch, took some grounders. So really productive day. I think he's ahead of where I think all of us expected. What that means, I don't know, his time to return, but I'm encouraged that early next week is certainly a viable possibility.
Does that mean that his rib is the crack is healed?
No, it's still there. It's going to be per his tolerance, but from the doctors, the trainers, it's one of those you just got to kind of deal with the uncomfort. But there's nothing that should potentially make it worse.
What do you do for the rehab game or anything?
No rehab games.
What do we make of the fact that he was taking grounders at second base and not jack balls in the outfield?
Well, there's a possibility that he's been on record saying he doesn't really love the DH and he just doesn't feel comfortable. So if there's a way that we can get him in the lineup, and if it's second base, then so be it, and we'll move pieces around.
Too soon to ask where in the lineup he would be returning?
He'll be hitting at the top.
It's just easier on the arm, I assume that's the issue.
I think that's what it is. It's the stroke, the short throw from second base, potential turning of a double play is different than really stretching it out.
Were you at all at a point where this thing with Freddie and his agent is possibly becoming a distraction?
No, I'm not. I think that athletes, teams have a way of, and I've used that word a lot, it seems like recently, is compartmentalized. I think that that's something that Freddie's got to deal with, but certainly there's more talk of it in our clubhouse. But when the first pitch is thrown, we're here to win a baseball game, so it has no effect. Us losing the last couple nights, believe me, that had nothing to do with us losing baseball games.
Saw Jake Lemon there at DH today. Is the idea just to get lefties in against the right-handed pitcher?
Yeah, I think Jake. I think Joe's pretty neutral, really, but Jake, I like the professional at bat. And then if we need to pivot later in the game, you have some right-handed bats off the bench. But I thought he had a couple good at bats last night and wanted to kind of build on that.
Do you guys have a roster coming? I saw Brule in there.
Well, I don't know specifically. Brule's going to be activated tonight. David Price had some. It was a family emergency. I don't want to get into detail. As we understand it, everyone is okay. It's just something that he felt that he needed to be with his family, and so obviously Major League Baseball granted that, and we're going to certainly miss him for 3 days. But Justin is here to replace him, and David will be back after 3 days, so he'll be back on Sunday.
Kershaw come out of his last start again?
He did. Health-wise, yes. He just didn't have any command. He just didn't feel the baseball, have command of the baseball. So threw his pen today, got through it health-wise, and so he'll be ready to make his next start on the regular.
Dave, I know last year it seemed there was a lot more hype, especially from that side, about these series feel that way this year, but do you believe that there's a little bit more staying power, that they may, even then might be there for a while through the season?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we expected that last year. I mean, it's a very talented ball club. So to see where they're at right now, I don't think anyone in our clubhouse is surprised. It's a very talented club over there. So I do know that we realize how important the series is. It's not the end-all, be-all either way, however it plays out, but it's still a series that we want to show well. We want to play good baseball.
I know you said that you don't feel like the team's clicking right now. With all that being said, you're still in first place. So what does that tell you about where you guys are at with all that being said?
I think that's a good thing in the sense of where we're at in the standings, given we haven't been consistent with our play, mostly offensively. The bar's high here, but I think that we do a good job of focusing internally on how we play, and like I said, I just don't think that we've shown as good as we need to show going forward. So the main thing is to play well at the right time, and the standings really don't matter right now, but obviously it's nice to be in first place. So we just got to be more consistent offensively day to day.
I know you haven't seen these guys much, but the fact that they've done this without Tatis, what does that say about them?
It's remarkable. A lot of respect for those guys. I think they can really pitch. That's certainly something that stands out. And I know Manny's been down for a week, something like that, but he's having an MVP caliber year. Cronenworth's sort of back now, and Haas has been consistent. So, you know, they always sort of bring out their best when they play us, but those guys can really pitch.
Last one, guys.
What do you think of your college alma mater now being a Big Ten school?
Yeah, I just heard that one, Dylan. I was taken aback. So I got good ties over there, so I'm sure they've got their reasons, so I'm going to be political. But I'm pretty surprised by that. I love the Pac-10, Pac-12. So I don't know how it's going to work logistically, but I guess the people in the trenches have a better idea. But yeah, I was taken aback.
Jorge here is calling UCLA the Maryland of the West.
Is that right, Jorge?
That was a tweet that I saw, and I was like, that kind of makes sense.
Is that right?
He's holding his Yale education over all of us. What do you think
That's
of
not
that?
the first time
No.
Jorge's done that to me, you know, that Ivy League degree. No, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Is it done? Is it going to be done?
They announced it.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
thanks, guys.